The following program is rated PG. Parental guidance is recommended.
This is a story of a young man who grew up in a stable family and one with comfort. But later on, he was diagnosed with ADHD, a condition that made him more susceptible to drug addiction, and he went on to get into the business of drug peddling. This here is a story of Mark Mbuthia. So, Mbuthia.
Yes.
Before we begin our conversation for today,
Yeah.
what is it about Mbuthia that most people do?
What they know about me? I'm always joyful. I just love being me. And
So only the party gets better when Mbuthia shows up.
that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
You bring the color
Yeah.
to the
a lot.
room.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll find about that some more just now. Let's take a sit
Okay.
and maybe just start from your childhood, a little background about yourself.
Myself. As of course you've known Mbuthia, Mark Mbuthia. I'm the last born out of 3 siblings.
You know, all those memes for last ones. They feel so entitled. Do you feel entitled as the last one?
Of course. And
You
I'm
do?
the only boy. Yeah, of course I have to.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Christian home. I've grown up in South Sea. Since then, life has been good, and yeah.
So you'd
There's
say
more to tell.
you'd say you've grown up in a fully functional family.
Yes.
Okay.
Stable. Had gone to good schools. I'll tell you about that later.
Ah.
Yeah. And yeah, I can say it's been a great family. Yeah.
So and a little bit about where you went to school.
For primary, I started kindergarten. I'd gone to Riara Primary. I passed through until class 6. Then I moved to Allen Grove School. Was jolly about all the schools, but yeah, a few
So-
primaries and secondary. Secondary was Rusinga and Nairobi International.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of student would you say you were? If you are a noisemaker, just say it.
Put all that in one. A joker. I was one of those bullies, and yeah, what a teacher couldn't expect. Yeah.
Could you say why you were a joker?
As you've heard, I was joyful, and what was it? Is like my talent was more of not books rather, but
You were used to entertain people.
yeah. I grew up like I'm good in sports, I'm good in drama, I'm good in music, I'm good in swimming, all that. But what made me be like that was I was more achievable than educative. Yeah, studies weren't for me, but anything you could tell me that's active without books, I was good.
So you're the guy who was what? In the drama?
Sports. I was swimming captain. I was in the hockey team. I did basketball captain. Swimming also.
And so in school, in high school especially, from what I can remember, people who are engaged in very many activities aren't wajuaji. So would you say ulikuwa hivyo?
Yeah, you can't expect all the time you have to study to get something. I could say that, yeah. In wajuaji, I can support that because our minds are built up to create more things without even studying, or you can see like this is a stone, what can I do with a stone? Yeah, something like that.
Okay. And so to what we are majorly talking about today, you being a recovering addict.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
Where did it begin from?
I could say it's choosing friends. I grew up in a area where there was, in South Sea before, back then there used to be such areas you could go and just find things easily. And also, as I said, choosing friends wisely. I had such friends where they were older than me. I was the smaller in that group. And we could walk with them. Sometimes even one of them was a peddler. I could be sent. I'm being told to put this in your bag, nataka uende hapa South Sea, usimame. Once you get the call, just stand there, umwambie umefika.
Okay, are those children who are used to peddle drugs?
Yeah, once in a while. Because now, I started off when I was like 13. It's before doing the pedal part, but let me push you back. I started off when I was like 13 years old, growing up in an estate. Now one of my friends' place we could go. Then you could see his father is a smoker. Then he could leave some few sachets or used cigarettes on the floors. Then we could just imitate what he does. So he taught me, it just became like that, built up like that. You take one, akisha, copy, you could cough, then going home, yeah, you're okay. For that time, you know, you're still a child, but once you've started, you could go like every weekends. I go school, weekend you're playing in the ground. Now it starting like that.
And for your home, you said you grew up in a Christian background. So the stories of alcohol or smoking, they were unheard of?
It was quite hard to hear from them because dad and mom, yeah, they don't. Yes, we have few family people who do such things, but in our side it would be less. I think I'm the only one who went majority way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what did it feel like when you got home after now you have started smoking?
Paranoia could come. Of course, you know, you don't want your parents to know what you're up to. And there was this crave of once you've taken something, you feel like you need it more. Because you see, it wasn't in my body, that feeling. But once I took it, I felt, it's a bit light. Things are looking shiny. Yeah. So it kept haunting me. So it made me move from cigarettes. I started with cigarettes. The next was going to chew mira, chewing of cat. So you see, it's like in the same situations, like the highness is still the same, but you want more and more. Once you start one, you can't get rid of others.
So, and for now, Mira, what was that first experience like for you?
When you wanasema, you know, when you chew it, you can't sleep for 3 days. You can't.
You didn't sleep?
Okay. At first, I was quite active, very active, and I didn't sleep like for that one whole night. But and I didn't sleep for one whole night and half the day. So like around this time, I could have been starting to feel sleepy since yesterday night.
So you had stayed awake?
Stayed awake, I'm active, I'm tired, I'm trying to sleep, I can't sleep. Yes, I was feeling some good feeling, but now when it's coming to recovering time, you get just paining yourself, getting hurt.
So, and at this time you were still living at home?
Yeah, still living at home. School, going to school, coming back, normal. Yeah, so it was just coming, and this time I wasn't caught with my family. They're saying I'm still doing okay. I could clean myself before go home. I had that boundary of once I'm home, I have to quit everything what I'm doing. Yeah.
You walk in like
nothing has happened. Hi dad, how's your day? Okay. I'm going to my room.
So at this time, how old were you?
This time was as early as I started at 13 to now, between 13 to 16.
So you were like 3 years into it at this time.
Yes.
So then how did you proceed from there?
From there, I proceeded now to high school. This time was around their class. That's between for 13 to 16. That's maybe class, if I'm not wrong, 5 to 8 there. So when I entered high school, and now around 17 there, 16, 17. You know, once you move to a new place, you have to know new friends and new things. That's what I could say.
You gotta learn the culture and everything, the environment.
Exactly. So when I moved to high school, this time I was that guy I was chilling with the bad crew. Then just because of knowing, hey, unafanyanga hivi na hivi. Yeah, I do this and this. What drugs do you take? Also this. Then so meanwhile, when I was doing the things that I was being sent when I was that small, go simama huko nini. This time I'd grown up learning how to pedal. So high school.
You had experience from way back, a little bit of it.
Yeah.
So here you are now.
Now here I am now. I've grown. Now I'm going to Form 1. Now this was day school though. I could go home and come back, and others were boarding. So it was a two-way. There was boarders and others.
Okay.
So I could now size the school. First Form 1 I've gone clean without coming with anything. Form 2 now is that when starting to know guys, seeing the spots, the areas where sometimes I could bring, take some and then go back to class, and then like that. So it became that habit now. I thought, wow, maybe I can make my income here. While in school.
Of the money.
Yeah. I've already, with education, I've already started a career, sort of. So, yeah, I started doing weed. That's when I moved to now doing weed, because I could see most children, most guys, sana, now there's this thing called marijuana. So I was like, what's this thing? And it was making good money, because I could see some of the peddlers, they used to send me to take this over there, mama, chukua, they exchanged, then I returned them. Could see them having new shoes, having new suits.
So it looked like there was good money.
Nyumba ni ya mabati, but when you enter, the interior is it's nice. You could think like you're in Karen or somewhere. Yeah, so I'd already made my mindset. I could skip even education for just those things to sell and make my own money.
So you're peddling within the school or outside?
Within and outside. Because you see now, I had a supplier, and that supplier was the one who taught me. So I used to use, and he used to send me. I could tell him, ukinipatia hii this much, I can go sell I can market in school, but me I can take my own profit. He could give me like 20 to 10. 10 to 20. I just go, talk with them, I get my deal, I go to school, sell, then come back with my profit and his cash there.
So then when you're peddling, it would be hard for you to attend your classes successfully?
Yes, exactly.
What was a normal day like for you?
Wow. A normal day would be, I can't explain, because it's quite sad, and at the same time, for me it was a relaxing thing. As I said, no education, so I could just go there and spoil mom and dad's cash. Okay, yes, I was active. Sports, I was okay. They respected me because of all those things, being active, but they didn't know about the peddling part. Yeah, so I could say a normal day for me was like the worst for other people, but the best for me, because I'm thinking money. Others are crying that I'm using drugs. Yeah. So it was a nice groove for me, but at the same time, yeah.
So were you just peddling or using as well?
I was also using, because also as a good marketer,
You gotta taste your product.
you have to taste your product. So yeah, I could taste. Or even sometimes, yeah, I could sell to you. You tell me, let's light one now. And I take some and I continue my journey. And also, it has led to also getting into crime.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that. So how did you get into crime as well?
Actually, peddling is a crime.
Yeah. In the first place.
That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah.
Being legal and you're doing something wrong. I had that attention that I needed more cash. It makes you want to push and push and push and push more. I want this, I want that, I want this. So I could get clothes. Other times I could have my own cash. I just go away from home for like 3 to 4 days. Like I go on a Friday, come back on Sunday.
And what would your parents say?
Yeah, you just make those excuses. Hi, Mom, I'm at Nani's place, is my friend. I'll be back on Sunday or Monday. Yeah, then the crazy stunts. Just do excuses to just go do things that are not quite healthy for you.
Okay, so then you finished high school.
Yeah, this time I'd finished high school. Now moving to crime and all that. A bit of stealing, even as little as a pencil. Yeah.
Okay, so these you were doing once you were done with high school now?
It was now in between now. Now Form 3, Form 4, and now coming out, going in. Yeah.
Okay. So then once you get out of high school, so the very active learning under supervision is done. You see, that's in primary and in high school. So now when you're out here, what
this is why it became a big deal. Because now I had a rule of the school, home. Now without that, the activity, as you said, I finished in 2013. No grades. I was put as undergrad. Like there's no certificate I could do, and I could have with anything that I could give to show that I've learned something.
Oh, so you finished the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education?
I was put there, then I moved to IGCSE. Just, because my folks they're just pushing me, read, but I wasn't on that side. So every time they thought it was the KCSE, then they said, let's change curriculum. So IGCSE was light, they could see marks were coming up. But now when it started getting to the finals, it was a big drop for me, because now this time I'd pushed to new things and like new drugs. Yeah.
Which were?
I moved now to Kuber. Then I did, I don't know what it's called, but we call it Chavez, Kuber Chavez. Then I tried, I once sniffed coke. Yeah.
So, and all this time, do the people around you, say your parents or your siblings, realize changes?
They realized changes a lot. Because now the new high school, I could get calls. I got like 3 suspensions. They started worrying. The first 2, they are thinking, maybe, hey, this is not the Mark we know. Then I know this is not the Mark we know. Yeah, so it was quite tough for them, because you're just thinking about yourself, but your parents are there for you, but all you cared was just something to get into your bed so you can feel satisfied. Yeah, they once even just, najua venye wanasemanga tutatupa tu mkono.
Mambo yako
Tumekuacha. You have your own ID now.
Yeah.
So we could get more of that, but as a mother, I could be thrown out. My dad could tell me, go away. I went such like I passed after the high school. Like I passed through. In fact, even with high school, I got a psychologist. They could know with the first suspension. They knew I was an addict. I was told that I have an illness called ADHD. Then now with that illness, they told me it was a long life thing. So they knew I was with it since childhood. I think now when I was doing the drugs, they said maybe that was the cause.
So maybe you're more susceptible to drugs than other people. Okay.
Because they said I had a condition of, as ADHD explains, its term is attention deficit hyperactive disorder. So you see there I was saying I'm active in school. That was a problem.
No, it all makes sense.
Yeah, it was a problem because I could be here, I'm concentrating, I wake up, I go to another place. Just out of the blues, I'm active, more lacking attention to myself through other people. I make fun, I bully people. Because I couldn't sit like I'm doing an assignment. I could sit down 5-10 minutes, it's gone. Yeah. And also it was quite tough.
Okay. So post high school? Post high school.
Post high school?
Yeah.
No, this is after. Yeah. After high school.
Yes.
See, with now my time of now finish high school 2013 to 2016 there. This time I didn't have anything. Without any certificates I could go. I tried to talk with my dad could get me people that I know of. I started as a chauffeur driver. I could drive him, earning monthly money. This time I was still on some few pedals and I'd passed 2 rehabs. This was I'd passed 2 rehabs during high school, but I kept on relapsing. This
so
time
you went to rehab when you were in high school first?
Yeah, the first one is in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, then it was like a cycle because once I finished high school, I got to know, and I have freedom. This time I could go town on my own. The first few months I had already obeyed myself to do now work with my dad. Chauffeur driving, I was excellent. I could know the places, could tell me let's go to this hospital because he's a doctor. He'll tell me his routine of the day, waking up early after him, checking the car, go do my rounds, drop him at the clinic by maybe 1. Now I'm free from 1 till like 5 or something, till the pickup time. That discipline kept me for a long time. This time I was now outside like 4 or 5 months without, now after rehab now, without using. Now when I got used to all this with the chauffeur driving with dad, and I started laying back now, relaxing, getting comfortable, whereby I could leave him at a hospital, I could come out with a car, I go maybe rush somewhere, I go take something. Like
so this is after 4 or 5 months after you had been sober? After another rehab?
Another rehab, yeah. So I could do that. Then I thought I'd discipline myself. Let me just take 1 beer for today. Then I go home. It became like that. It started building to more and more and more. And yeah, after that, things now gave another turnaround. Because you see, I'm good, it comes down again, bad, good. So getting to know new friends, coming outside. Now this time, dad could drop me somewhere. I'm not available. I tell him I'm sick, and kumbe I'm going some other places. I could now get away from him, knowing where he is, or even sometimes he could see the car is there and I'm not there, because I could drop him at a hospital and I rush.
So all this time when you had been in and out of rehab, did you go to rehab by choice, all these many times that, because you had several relapses?
Yeah, this time it wasn't by choice, because at that time they knew I was just there.
So it was your family pushing you to go to
the family pushing me, telling me, Mark, enough is enough. We've seen you coming home this way, and we've chosen, and this is the deal. We've chosen to take you here. If not, you go. Just choose either of the two. It was a must. I had to go, even though I didn't want to.
Now, the last time that you decided now to clean up, but we'll be talking about that after the break.
Okay.
We'll take a very short break here on Why I Did It, but we'll be back with Mbuthia to talk about his journey through peddling, drug use, and so much more. Don't go too far.
HYDROTHERAPY Real Estate brings to you Soteria Gardens, Matu, for as little as 75,000 Kenya shillings on cash payments, 99,000 for installments, with 40,000 Kenya shillings deposit and balance in 5 months. For more information, visit our office at Thika Town, Grace House, 3rd floor. Feel free to call us on 0724 256 626 or 0710 265 687.
Welcome to the Natural Juicing Center. We are a unique organization that seeks to provide the community with an alternative healthcare option. We specialize in the use of a natural holistic system that focuses on building health through cleansing and nourishing of the body. We utilize a variety of natural health promoting methods in our services, which include juicing therapy, hydrotherapy, colon cleansing, massage therapy, and a comprehensive cleansing service, among others. Our juices are freshly made and tailored to each and every client's individual needs after evaluation by our team through our free consultation service. You can now book for any service or order for food supplements on our website www.naturaljuicingcenter.co.ke. You can also visit our center in Kahawa Sukari, house number 1334, Kahawa Sukari Avenue. Natural Juicing Center. Your health is your wealth.
Revival Sanctuary of Glory presents the 17th Burning Fire Conference from the 18th to the 25th of July at the Revival Sanctuary of Glory, Rerouter, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The theme will be Recovery All, hosted by Bishop Dr. Ken and Mercy Ken, alongside guest speakers Apostle Patrick Mureithi, Bishop Julius Tinkoi, Reverend Dan Mwirigi, Pastor Baraka, and guest singers Sarah Karanja, Boni Mwaitege, and Sarah K. For more information, call us on 0722 392 375.
Welcome to Look Up Guest House, Retreat and Prayer Center. When you first come in, we will be happy to receive you at our reception, then proceed to our cozy and well-equipped accommodation facilities. We aim to provide our guests with a unique, comfortable and worthwhile experience. Here at Look Up Guest House, we provide our guests with a continuous supply of room amenities. A cool environment for all your retreat activities.
Look Up Guest House, Retreat and Prayer Center. For reservation, contact us on info@lookupguesthouse.org or call us on 0746 788 707. Like, follow, subscribe, click the notification button. Join the Look Up TV movement now. now.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with Look Up TV. This is Why I Did It. And today on the show, I am speaking to Mbuthia. He's taking us through his journey through drug addiction, peddling, and of course, a little bit of crime. And you can also get a chance to share your story with us using the SMS number 20374 at Look Up TV on Twitter, Look Up TV on Facebook. But for now, Mbuthia continues to tell us his story. Okay, Mbuthia, so where were we? We want to know that one thing. You have been in and out of 3 rehabilitation centers before.
Yeah.
And the cycle, as you had said, it was a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
So you get out and you're still in the same environment.
Yeah.
So you end up doing the same thing over and over.
True.
So you didn't want that to stop?
Actually, I needed it to stop because when I finished high school, between 2013 and 2016, that was just purely the worst. Because now I'm home, I'm being told do this, given controls, Mark, you should try, go do this school. I was like, school, I don't want. I just don't want. I just needed to chill. The first 3 years, was now between me, my drugs, and just peddling. Me, drugs, peddling, just that was it. And also, it led to a moment whereby even sometimes I was almost looked for by the area of the South Sea area, the cops, and along Nairobi West Ward, that area, the police station. They were looking for me because now I'd started this new so-called cookies. Yeah, but now it's not cookies, the real cookie. It was weed cookies. Yeah, marijuana cookies.
So it had come to their attention.
It came to attention that there's a new way of, there's a new design of cookies coming in now, food. Yeah, coming in edibles now. So that time I'd pushed, I was very well known in that area where I used to stay. It was quite a long journey because you see this innocent boy, but at the same time what he's doing, you can imagine, the friendly boy, the jolly one, now he's into drugs, he's known more new things. He's just making his own income. Because marketing, I just do a smile, and I know my words that I'll tell you, and you'll buy.
How would you be able to identify maybe who needs it? Because you could approach a cop.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Because you see, I could have given him, let's say I've gotten you as my client, I have to talk to you first. I see who gave you my number and how do you know me, and
a little vetting.
I know, yeah, a little vet. Of course, before you enter my industry, there has to be, yeah. So I could look at you sometimes, I could get suspicious. I just tell you, sinner. But yet, maybe one of my friends had sent you, and if you look fishy to me, I don't know how it was like my blood could feel that. I could get a chill, or I'm comfortable with you, the how you approach. Yeah, so that was the game, because you could either choose life or death, because you don't know who you're going to give.
Yeah.
And what was next.
It's very risky and dangerous.
Yeah. But with the friends you knew, you just tell them, let's meet at this place. Yeah, you get good orders. You're even told, bring for me 10 to 20 at one go. And others would push for me even sometimes. We even had a group, a WhatsApp group I had started.
A WhatsApp group?
Yeah.
So people, do people have a WhatsApp group for they're selling clothes or something? So there was a group where people are buying the weed cookies?
That was it. Yeah, it was it was more of like, yeah, I'd created it, and it was only me to put. You couldn't add yourself.
You were that admin.
I was that admin, because if I get good sellers, like who I'm going to give, and I see this guy is a daily person, he wants this much this day, he's a routine guy, so that's when I put him on the group.
Okay.
Put another like that, so my clients would be in one place.
So, and in your own little corner, say at night, what were the things that you were thinking about?
Money. Okay, of course there's the fear, yeah. There's that fear, you know, but it would build you to like, I want more. It's very...
And how much money were you making, by the way?
I could start with maybe 100 bob. Okay, let's say I start with 100 bob. Then by the whole day, I'm out with maybe 1,500. Or yeah, a good time could be 1,500. Less bad day would be like maybe 500.
And that's daily. So it's good money for a young person, especially.
It was really tough, because cash you could dress well. You're passing by, hey Mark. Like, hey.
Unapiga luku.
Yeah, unapiga luku. Hey, you're that guy. You could go to like areas, those boda guys, they could chill with you. They give you that respect, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I was one of the youngest ever that time, and of course I had to hide myself. It reached a point now I started going to church. I started going to church because, okay, I'm talented with doing drums.
Okay.
I do drums and a bit of music. So I used to go to church doing drums. Even meanwhile.
Even while you were still dealing?
You see. So I just used to go, just because of Sunday, just to make, Sunday was like my off day. So I could be called for worship team and doing practice on Saturday, come back home, Sunday, I'm there. I play very well, nicely. Then after church, go back home, relax, have my own without anything, but they just knew my Sundays were off. Then back again the next day on Monday, dealing with other things. Now you see, that's what made me realize I'm living two worlds.
So you're becoming more like those Pharisees, a hypocrite.
Exactly.
You're at this today,
then
as the week starts.
I'm already another person.
Totally different.
So I think it was a sign. Because, you know, once you grab something, someone can't let go of you. When someone grabs you, someone can't let go of you. That one person was the one who made me think of changing. Because I'm going to a place whereby I need to respect, and at the same time I'm dealing with sinful things outside. So with that, it just grew. It just hit me like this. How about me going just to tell them now, me nimechoka? Actually,
So telling who exactly?
My folks now.
Okay.
Even they got now, this time we had moved. We had now changed the environments, and this time I'm learning this new area. I had started a bit of knowing now how to sell around the area now where we're living in till to date. So
you had moved now from South Sea?
Yeah, now we're in Karen. Things are going on well. Now I'm in a new environment. I'm doing okay. 5 months, the same routine. 5 months, 3 months have passed by. I'd already known in 3 months a place to be, the place to get, a joint place. Within 1 month, yeah. That time I was just behaving, but still I could go all the way to South Sea, come back, Karen. This time Kina Mama, now sure, there's no more of those things now with Mark.
So would you say your addiction was the drugs, or it was also the addiction to the money of drugs?
Good question. I think it would be both.
A little bit of both, yeah.
Because I could find that was the easiest way to make money without using certificates and your knowledge. And also, again, I don't know, it was wrong. I just felt, I knew it was wrong. I'm doing something wrong. I knew it, but that adrenaline kept me pushing that I need more, because you know, that fear you have, and plus the joy of getting more money, with that fear, even wants to push you more, wants to push you more, instead of just getting it cleanly. Yeah, so it was light for me. I felt it was joyous.
Okay, and so when did you finally decide?
There's always something called a rock bottom. Kitu yenye umefanya hadi you just feel, I'm just tired of it, because it was the same routine. Just as I told you, when I was doing church, I was now into going to church to use my talent, music, playing the drums, instruments. While I was going, I think that's when I was more reaching towards my creator, and knowing that anyway, all this time, this 2013 to 2016, I've just been doing totally worse things.
Yeah. So it's that going to church every other Sunday that brought everything into focus.
Just because of talent. Hey, Mark, we need a drummer. Come tomorrow, will you help us? I'm like, okay. Yes, words, sorry to say, but Pastor anaweza ubiri, but that time was just inatokea tu, it's just and then family are happy now. I'm back at church just to show I'm playing clean, I'm a good person, and so it now started becoming a routine. From a routine to now learning. At least now, yes, I could go do something, but at least nimesikia imepita hapa, then it's stuck. I'm like, and kumbe Judas did this and do what, such things. So I was like, it was getting interesting, and there was someone that was talking about such situations of you can't get enough until you know what you want.
That's beautiful.
Insightful. You can't, exactly, because see what I wanted, I realized this was something that I didn't really need. Because yes, I have the money, but how useful would it be, and how clean was it? Because unajua inaweza kurudia kuna msemo that inakurudia worse or good, worse or good, the other ways. So that one day, I just remember I was seated, it was a Sunday, I'd finished church. I went home. It was in the evening, I'd finished church. I passed by, let's say, I just passed my friends at some local place. Now we're having our beers and just normal drinking, and of course whatever was happening there. So that time I just something was hitting my head, as in I was, yes, my friends were motivated, hey, leo ni kwangu, nitakununulia. But immediately church, I was those ones, I didn't want to go, but I just wanted to just go and appear, because, just because of my friends, I wanted to. But my head was like, hey, I'm looking at what I loved. I was looking at what I liked just in front of me here. My body felt something funny. I'm like, why am I feeling this way? And this is what I like. Yes, you take. I'm like, okay, I could take. Nini. Then night was going okay. I got a bit high, but something just told me go home. I took just a bit, and I was like, and that was like 1 hour into when we have met. So I had to, those stands for atiwacha niende choo abuna come.
Then you disappear.
I vamoosed. So after going to the toilet, okay, literally I was just to hide. I just had to make that door. Nikiangalia, I see someone if he's falling. I just went, I did what was necessary. I just immediately just went home, like, phew. Meanwhile, when I was going home, my head was like, I'm just tired. I don't know what it was, but I was just feeling I'm tired.
Okay.
Just tired, I'm tired. I just feel like, and yeah, because how many times has I been thrown out of the house? 3 rehabs. You're told usiwai rudi hapa tena. Sijui, oh, but still I could know I'm coming back. See, I'm the only son. I'm mama's boy. Mama ananitetea. I say I'm sorry after 3 days. That was the only thing. I'm back again at it. The same routine. 3 times. I was like, no. If this is how I'm getting tired, because I'm reaching my home place, I'm still getting the same issue. I talk to my sisters, wanaenda room zao, I come to say hi to my dad or my mom. They're just there.
So
like I'm like they know I'm there.
So there was this obvious disappointment, the feel that you could get from them.
Yeah. So with the feel, I got to, it was a I don't know, with that feeling of where I gave up myself.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you know what, first, as I was there twice, also the trust game wasn't there. So at first I was like, I called my pastor, I was like, Pasi, and yeah, whatever word you did, I felt it, and he knew what I was going through, even with the rehabs. He knew where I had gone. He could come, I could still be with him. He was just keeping me up to date. But church, I would go, just do my routine too, just to hide. Kina mom, they know I was there. The prayer. So with this time, I just told him, me, I feel like this, me nimechoka. Those are the exact words I told him. I told him, me nimechoka. I don't know what it is, but there's something in my body. I'm just feeling I'm tired. So with that tiredness I was feeling, he said a word of prayer and he told me he'll come the next day. So I did the word of prayer. I just went to my room. I just sat, came, had dinner, slept. Now cutting story forward, yes. I reached home. The Pasi came. He told me there's this place he knows of. It's called Teens Challenge. And this time... So
this is a rehab center?
This is a rehab center. Okay. It's called Teens Challenge. And this time with the feeling I was saying nimechoka, the pastor told me, that's the spirit. That's the spirit speaking to you. I was like, spirit guy. I was like, spirit guy. The moment I heard the word, something came to me, and what I went for, what I like, there's something that was grabbing me back, telling me, don't go back there. So I was like, let's give it a try. Since amesema ni spirit, wacha hii spirit iniingie basi. I don't know what it is. So with this teen challenge, it's a, how do I say, it's a 1-year program. Okay. It doesn't deal with you go rehab, you get medicated for all those things. Nope. What it does, it's hope, freedom, and change lives.
For a whole year?
For a whole year.
12 months.
3 things. Hope.
Hope.
You have to have hope, freedom, and a changed life.
Hope, freedom, and a changed life.
It was a spiritual 1-year journey for me, whereby with these 3 months I had with the routine, with God, things can change, only change you. Religion. Okay, I don't know how to explain, but faith, exactly. Faith was what I needed.
So then, post-rehab, you're out here. I know what they say, that you change and then the world remains the same.
Exactly.
Or it could even get worse.
Yeah, true.
So how was it for you integrating back to society?
Integrating back to society. I became a church person out of nowhere. With now my faith, I became a real church person. I was there now. before the 1 year, I'd done some college course. I went, now I did, now I used my talent. I did sound engineering, video production, and a bit of DJing.
Okay.
So with that, I know the story of entertainment. Hizo vitu ziko there, but you do those things. So with that, I was struck with God. I started building myself up. I have some people I've talked with outside here. There's some events I've gone to. I've talked with others, and also it is your choice. I can't say anything apart from you believing in yourself. It's your choice.
So it boils down to you.
It boils down to you. There's no way. Hata kama mom is telling you, hey, no, we are taking you to rehab. It's up to you.
At the end of the day, you have to make that decision yourself.
You see, I went how many rehab? 3. And I was like, I'll change. But those ones were being taken by me. They could take me saying, it's all on me. They're taking me forcefully. But once I was sat down, I was told this is 1 year. And do you agree? It's a faith-based place. I think the only thing that was needed is to you to know yourself and God. So that was it. And I was like, anyway, if that was that spirit that told me get out of there, I was like, wow.
So now it's almost a year since rehab.
I have one more. No, in July. I have August.
In July. I just have August.
Yeah, it's quite a journey. Because I can't tell you it's all there till
it's been all swift.
It's swift. That time you're just reaching that tip like this, then you just remember yourself, and you call someone who you've grown with, and you just call someone. Then they bring you back quickly before you tell them, hey, I'm about to, or not even when you feel like you want to do something. Yeah. So it was a real journey, tough. And without God and also your support team, someone close to you, having someone close to you, may it be your friend, may it be someone you know, that I'd started even off with my dad. Now it has pushed on from my dad to now someone who's close to me, now my pastor. He's the one who showed me these areas. Now with my counselors who are there in that Teens Challenge, we talk with them once in a while. Yeah, just to keep up. There's no way you can let go. You're ever an addict. You can't say
you're recovering.
You just recover.
So it's a journey from now henceforth.
Yes.
And what is it that you would tell other young people? We know that drug addiction, especially during this time of the pandemic, has gone even higher.
Very.
And there are people who are struggling, and perhaps they want to get out. What would you tell them?
Don't be lazy. Do not be lazy. And also the fact that now kuna corona, you have to say, you just lay back, there's no more job. Of course, try find something that can keep you away from doing certain things. Because you see, like, what my mind was idle. I was idle to cling on something that would make me feel like a boss in the illegal way. Yeah.
So try to find constructive activities.
Yeah.
Okay.
And another thing is, with our generation, we try to get this cling of, I want to be like that guy, I want to be like that guy. There's this, okay, of course, also me, I've been part of it.
Yeah.
As I said, I wanted to be like the peddler. I've just tried that. I don't know where he is, but God knows where he is, if he's okay, but still, it might have led to some things that I could say, God forbid, but may it would end up maybe somewhere under this ground, or
in death,
or some full-time jail stuff. You see, but I was kept because I'd done all those things, the same things he was doing. I'd done the same thing, but I was kept, and I was done for a turnaround, which of course I would say it's something that now I know what I was needed for here in this place. Okay. So knowing yourself, believing in yourself is one thing I could say. Searching deep for yourself and not being lazy. Searching deep, because there's something in you that has made you do what you're doing. It couldn't be at I've seen a cigarette. Oh, what does it do?
Yeah.
You see, there's something inside that person or someone that something made him get struck to that.
There's always a genesis.
There's always a genesis.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mark Mbuthia,
Yes.
for sharing your story.
Welcome.
It has almost been 1 year since the Great Transformation, and for Mark Mbuthia, hope, freedom and a changed life is a slogan that he lives by, knowing all too well that the drug recovery process is an everyday journey. This is why I did it. I am Nancy Nalima. Thank you for watching.
We value your feedback and